Good morning. Can you hear me clearly, everyone? Okay. So, first I tell you the syllabus for your term 2 exam. Yes. The 4 or 5 chapter, that one is the chapter number 1, microorganism, friends and foe. Number 2, conservation of plants and animals. Number 3, cell structure and function. Number 4, reproduction in animals. Number 5, reaching to age of adolescence. Okay, so this 5 chapter is your syllabus for your upcoming examination. Have you any problem? I think if you see this chapter, yes. 2, chapter 2, conservation of plants, animals, chapter 7, cell structure and function, chapter 8, then chapter 9 and 10. This is your syllabus. MCQ type question will come. Same thing, 50 marks question. Maybe biology from 17 to 16 marks, chemistry from 17 to 60 marks, and physics. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Okay, so try to complete the microorganism, friends and foe, this 5 chapter, and please share with your friends who are not attending this class. Okay? Microorganism, friends and foe, conservation of plants and animals, cell structure and function, reproduction in animals, and reaching the age of adolescence. Chapter 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so today we will continue from the disease. So you know that different types of pathogens, microorganisms are present here who always spread this communicable disease. So pathogens enter our body through the air we breathe. Obviously, the pathogens enters our body by the air, water, all these things, by food, and we eat. That we can also get transmitted by direct contact with an infected person or carried by an animal's microbial disease that can spread from an infected person to a healthy person. Infected person, always disease spread from an infected person to healthy person. Obviously, if anyone does not affected, so how could they spread the disease? The healthy person through air, water, food or physical contact, that are called communicable disease. So what is communicable disease? So what is communicable disease? The disease that is spread from one infected person to a healthy person through air, water or food, this is known as the communicable disease. Example, cholera, common cold, flu, all these things, chicken pox, tuberculosis. Okay, so give example of communicable disease. When a person suffering from common cold sneeze fine droplets of moisture carrying thousands of, so because you know that when any person if they are sneezing, they are droplets that carry the pathogens or microbes that spread from one person to another person. So the virus may enter the body of a healthy person while breathing or cause infection. Obviously, when they spread sneezing in front of anybody, obviously the viruses go enter the healthy person, and any other things, that is if they take the food or here and there they splitting, they sneezing, the viruses are spreading around that area. So when the person, healthy person, goes to that area, they are easily affected by this process. Then how do you prevent the spread of communicable disease? Obviously, stay away from this affected person, maintain the hygiene of your environment. So by this process you can prevent that disease. You should keep a handkerchief, obviously cover your face on the nose and mouth while sneezing. It's better to keep a distance from the infected person. There are some insects and animals which act as the carrier of disease causing microbes. So what is the carriers? The insects or the living organism which carry this type of viruses. Okay, not viruses or bacteria are the carriers. Carriers are that living organism which contain or which carry these viruses. They are known as the carrier. Just like malaria, that is occurred by a protozoa name is Plasmodium, but the carrier is the female Anopheles, because this pathogen is carried by the female Anopheles. Okay. Housefly, one such carriers, you know that housefly that sitting here and there, and obviously they also sit on our food and we are easily affected. So housefly are the carriers of this disease causing microorganisms. Pathogens stick to their bodies. When flies sit on the uncovered food, they may transfer the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated food, they get affected, they are likely to get sick. So it is advisable always keep food covered. So if you want to maintain the hygiene, keep your food covered, take the purified water, cover your face. You know that in this pandemic situation we always wearing a mask, because that is very important to cover your face to protect yourself from other person. If you are also affected, you can also maintain the hygiene that nobody can affected from you. Okay. So while carries this parasite of malaria, that avoid of consuming uncovered items of food. Another example of carriers, so give example of two carriers. One is the housefly, another one is the mosquito. So the female Anopheles mosquito, which carries the parasite of malaria, Plasmodium, that is known as the, so what is the name of the disease causing microbes of the malaria? Plasmodium. Okay, because the malaria occurs due to the Plasmodium, not due to the female Anopheles mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito just carried that pathogenity. This is not means that all female mosquito, Anopheles mosquito affected your body, that bite your body, you will be get affected. Some of them, because you know that so many mosquitoes are biting us, but we are not affecting by the malaria day by day, because all are not the carrier. Some of them sometimes they also get affected, they also carry the Plasmodium. When this carrier mosquito affected us, we also affected by the malaria. Yes, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, different types of name of the species. That is not Plasmodium vivax is the mainly. The act we control the spread of malaria or dengue. Why does this teacher keep telling us not let water collect anywhere of the? How could you prevent you from this malaria or dengue? Remove the stagnant water. When you sleeping, mosquito net, use the mosquito net. Use different types of fishes in the pond, gambusia, this type of fish intake, or the mosquito larva, so they will easily destroy it. So many ways are there to destroy the mosquitoes. All mosquitoes breed in the water. Hence, we should not let water collect anywhere in coolers, tires, flower pot, etc. By keeping the surroundings clean and dry, we can prevent mosquitoes from breeding. Try to make a list measure which helps to avoid the spread of the malaria. So there is the different types of name of the disease, their causative agents, transmission and preventive. This box is very important. Okay, you can very short type of question that one bacteria affected disease, one mosquito affected disease. You can easily see that this box. Okay, read this very carefully. Tuberculosis, some bacteria causing disease. Tuberculosis, cholera, typhoid, how they transfer: air, water, food. Malaise, chicken pox, polio, they are virus affected bacteria. They are also contaminated by the air. And preventive methods: patient completely isolation, separating patient, keep the personnel belonging to patients away, those the other vaccination. So many vaccinations are there to prevent the viral affected disease. Hepatitis A, that is known as the jaundice, that is also virus affected disease, that contaminated by the water. Drink boiled water by vaccination. Malaria, protozoan disease. Mosquito, the mosquito net and repellent, spray insecticide, control breeding of the mosquito, not allowing the water to collect the surroundings. Okay, so there is so many microorganisms are there, they also affected so many diseases, and you can prevent them by taking very small step. Okay, some of the common diseases affecting humans, their mode of the transmission and few general methods of prevention is shown in. Several microorganisms not only cause disease in human and plants but also in other animals. For example, anthrax is a dangerous human and cattle virus by a bacterium. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Okay, so one of the virus affected disease for the cattle, anthrax. Foot and mouth disease. Okay, foot and mouth, that is affected by the anthrax virus. Robert Koch discovered the bacterium Bacillus anthracis, which causes anthrax disease. So which bacteria is responsible for the anthrax disease? Bacillus anthracis. Remind that. Okay, Bacillus anthracis is responsible for the anthrax disease. Several microorganisms cause disease in the like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane and other disease reduce the yield of crops. Some of such plant disease, they can be controlled by the use of the certain chemical. You can kill the microorganism, you can intake the medicine also kill that microorganism. There is some plant disease, citrus canker, lemon tree. Okay, you can see that bacteria affected disease transmitted by the air. Rust of wheat, in the leaf of the wheat, that is rust, black spot, you can see that, that is fungal affected disease spread by the air. And yellow vein mosaic of bhindi, some leaf of the bhindi plants, you can see that their mosaic vein are yellowing. Okay, so this is known as the yellow mosaic vein, bhindi virus, insects. Okay, so different types of disease, plant disease, animal disease are there. Food poisoning. Bozo was invited by his friend to the party. He ate a variety of food stuff. On reaching home, he started vomiting and had to be taken to a hospital. The doctor said that this condition could be due to the food poisoning. Paheli wonders how food can become a poison. Food poisoning could be due to the consumption of food spoiled by some microorganisms. Microorganisms that grow on our food sometimes produce toxic substances. These make the food poisonous, causing serious illness, even death also. So it is very important we preserve the food to prevent from the spoil. So if you can see that our mothers also keep the some food, if it is left over after eating us, they can intake or keep this food inside the refrigerator. Okay, they can keep this food inside the refrigerator because that does not affected by the, because in this temperature no microorganism cannot affect it, or they all cannot also alive. So when the some food is uncovered or you can keep for 2-3 days, you can see that there is coming a bad smell from that food because some microorganism affected that food and they made this food spoil. Okay, so that's why it is very important to preserve your food. So how could you preserve your food? Food preservation. We have learnt about method to use the preserve and store food in home. We know that bread left unsaid under moist condition is attacked by the fungus. Microorganisms spoil our food. Spoiled food emits bad smell and a bad smell. So by the bad taste and bad smell you can identify that the food has get spoiled. Bad taste change is spoiling food is a chemical reaction. Pally bought some mangoes but she could not eat them for few days. Later she found that they are spoiled and rotten, but Dee knows that mango pickle her grandmother makes does not spoil for a long day. So she is it's quite natural. She just take the raw mango that is getting spoiled, but we know that some pickles we are keep in our house, but they can year after year. So how could they preserve? Let us study the common method of food preservation in our home. Chemical method, salts and edible oil. These are the preservatives. So give example of two preservatives, salts and edible oil. So salts and edible oil are common chemical generally used to check the growth of microorganism. They are used to prevent the growth of microorganism. Therefore they call the preservatives. So what is preservatives? The materials which used to check the growth of microorganisms. Okay, the materials which we use to check the growth of microorganism is known as the preservatives. We add salt or acid preservatives to pickled to attack the microorganism. Sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate are the common preservatives. These are also used the jam, kvass, because you can see that the jam, pickles, we can keep them year after year because that is not destroyed. Some preservatives are mixed with them. Preservatives by common salt. Common salt has been used to preserve meat or fish. You know that when our father bought the fish from the market, after cutting that fish, our mother mixing the salt and turmeric powder, because after keeping sometimes that food may be get affected by the microorganisms. So if you keep that with the mixing of the salt or turmeric powder, you can see that that is not affected by the any type of the microorganisms. Preservation by sugar. Sugar is also one type of preservatives. Jam, jellies, kvass are preserved by the sugar. Sugar reduce the moisture content which inhibits the growth of the bacteria which spoil food. So if keeping the some food, you can say that that is moisture, the water also may be affected. So sugar is used. Why sugar is used as the preservative? Because it reduces the capture of the moisture. Okay. Next one, preservation of oil and vinegar. Use of oil and vinegar prevents spoilage of pickles because bacteria cannot live in such environment. Vegetables, fruits, fish and meat are often preserved by this method. Heat or cold temperature. Extreme cold and extreme hot temperature also work as the preservative, because in this temperature no living organism cannot stay alive. Okay. So you must observe your mother boiling milk before it's stored or used. Boiling milk can microorganisms. Similarly, we keep our food in the refrigerator. Low temperature inhibit the growth of microbes. Pasteurized milk. Why does the milk that comes in packet, you know that the Amul milk powder, Complan, Horlicks, why does not they get affected by microorganisms? They spoiled. My mother told me that pasteurized. What is pasteurization? Pasteurized milk can be consumed without boiling and it is free from harmful microbes. The milk is heated about 70 degree to 50 for 15 to, so what is the temperature? 70 degree, timing 15 to 30 seconds and suddenly chilled and stored. Okay, so high temperature and suddenly chilled temperature, so that is it prevents the growth of microorganism, and this process is known as the pasteurization. Why it is pasteurization? Because it was discovered by one scientist, that is known as the Louis Pasteur. Okay. Storage and packaging. These days dry fruits and vegetables are sold. You know that in supermarkets so many dry fruits, the kaju, kismish, this type of fruits, raisin and this type of fruits, dates are packaging food, but they can also keep day by day. Sold in the sealed airtight pack to prevent the attack of the microbes. Nitrogen fixation. You know that so many bacteria are present in the legumes plants which helps in the fixation of the nitrogen, because plant cannot take the nitrogen directly from the environment. We have learnt about that bacteria, but nitrogen is very much important for the growth, because nitrogen is the smallest unit of the, just like our body is made up of cell, protein is also made up of ammonia and nitrogen. So nitrogen, if the plant cannot take the nitrogen, they cannot get the protein food. Okay, and protein is important for the growth and development. So nitrogen is an important part of the growth of the plant not only plant, animals also, but plant cannot take the nitrogen directly from the air, so that's why some bacteria are present in their roots or nodules that capture the nitrogen from the air, and after nitrification so many chemical processes are there, then they send the nitrogen to the plant's body. Chill temperature means cold temperature, okay, minus cold temperature, yes, 0 degree, minus degree, yes. We have learnt about that bacteria Rhizobium in 6 and 7. It involved in the fixation of the nitrogen in the leguminous plant. Recall that Rhizobium lives on the root nodules of the leguminous plant, such beans and peas, with which symbiotic relationship sometimes nitrogen gets fixed through the action of the lightning. As thunder, lightning, that is the nitrogen, because nitrogen not in the single form N2 form present in the air, that is also mixing with the hydrogen, oxygen, so NO2, NH2, this form. So when lightning is occurred, that is breakdown, and then the nitrogen is taken by the bacterium, okay. So symbiotic relationship, sometimes nitrogen gets fixed through the action of lightning, but you know that the amount of nitrogen in the atmosphere remains constant. So how could it possible? Because nitrogen is continuously used by the plants, but it cannot get back to the environment, just like oxygen, carbon dioxide. So how could you that remain constant in the environment? And you know that the amount of the nitrogen is the very high in the environment. So this is maintained by a cycling process. Plants also get back the nitrogen. So this is known as the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle. Our atmosphere has 78% nitrogen. Nitrogen is one of the essential constituent of all living organisms as part of proteins, chlorophyll, nucleic acid, vitamins. All these things are made up of nitrogens, okay. So the atmospheric nitrogen cannot be taken directly by the plants and animals. We are also unable to take the nitrogen. That's why we take the plant food and we get the nitrogen from indirectly from the plant's food. Certain bacteria and blue-green algae present in the soil fix nitrogen from the atmosphere and convert into the compounds of the nitrogen, okay. Once nitrogen is converted into the usable compound, that ammonification, nitrification, so many processes are there. So then they intake the nitrogen and transfer the compounds, mean that is mixes with something and form another, okay, another form is formed and converted into these unusable compounds. That can be utilized by the plants from the soil through their root system. Nitrogen is then used for the synthesis of plant proteins and other compounds. Plant proteins and other compounds just like vitamins, chlorophyll, proteins, all are made by the nitrogen. Animals feeding on the plants, then they get the proteins and other nitrogen compounds. When plants and animals die, bacteria and fungi are present in the soil, convert the nitrogenous waste into the nitrogenous compound. So when these plants, animals die, they are also mixing with the soil and there is so many microorganisms are there. So they then destroy or decompose the body of these dead animals and produce the nitrogens, okay, nitrogenous compound. Certain other bacteria convert some part of them nitrogen gas goes back to the atmosphere. So some part of nitrogen go to the plant, some part of nitrogen goes back to the atmosphere. In this process, the nitrogen cycle is maintained. As a result, the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere remains more or less constant. So how the nitrogen cycle continue in the environment? That is very easy process, okay. So first one, atmospheric nitrogen, okay, you know that atmospheric nitrogen. This is used by the either lightning process or bacteria, okay. Either lightning process break down this or nitrogen fixing bacteria, nitrogen, Rhizobium, all these things, okay. So lightning, atmospheric nitrogen is used by two processes, nitrogen fixing bacteria and lightning, that is thunderstorm, okay. By this process, the atmospheric nitrogen is breakdown or they intake. Then nitrogen fixing bacteria turns the nitrogen into the nitrogenous compound. Bacteria turns the nitrogen into nitrogenous compound. Okay, and lightening, that is also compound of nitrogen, that also break down the nitrogen, and all these things. And these two types of nitrogen, one is first atmospheric nitrogen, that is intake by the bacteria and breakdown by the lightening process. Then bacteria convert the nitrogen into the usable nitrogenous substances, and lightening the break down the nitrogen compounds in the soil. Okay, compounds of the nitrogen in the soil. All of this, the nitrogen present in the soil. Okay, nitrogen in the soil. They mixing the nitrogen with the soil. Then the nitrogen that present in the soil, that some part intake by the plants, some part get back to the atmosphere. Okay, so this nitrogen used by plants, intake by plants, and that go to the atmosphere. Okay, bacteria turns the compound nitrogen into the gaseous nitrogen, compound to nitrogen gas. Bacteria convert the nitrogenous product that present in the soil, compound nitrogen, to gaseous nitrogen gas. Okay, compound nitrogen to nitrogen gas. And the plants that intake this nitrogen, then plants that is eaten by the animals, and after the death, the nitrogenous oil extract is also mixing with the soil, because after the death of the animals, that is then get back to the nitrogenous soil, and this nitrogenous compound then mixing with the soil and converted the gaseous nitrogen, and then gaseous nitrogen get back to the atmospheric nitrogen. Very easy process. Okay, this is known as the nitrogen cycle. So we have completed our syllabus. Don't worry about the exercises, because this is very easy, but the MCQ type question will come. So read every chapter very carefully. Okay, so there is fill in the blanks. Microorganism can be seen with the help of a magnifying glass or microscope. Blue-green algae fix dash directly from the air, enhance fertility of the soil. Nitrogen, yes. Alcohol is produced with the help of yeast. Cholera is caused by bacteria. Tick the correct answer. Yes, yeast is used in the production of sugar, alcohol, hydrochloric acid, oxygen. Alcohol, very good everyone. The following is an antibiotic: sodium bicarbonate, streptomycin, alcohol, yeast. Streptomycin. Carrier of malaria causing protozoan is female Anopheles mosquito, cockroach, housefly, butterfly. Obviously female Anopheles mosquito. The most common carrier of communicable disease: ant, housefly, dragonfly, spider. Obviously housefly. The bread or idli dough rises because of heat, grinding, growth of yeast cell, kneading, growth of yeast cell. Next, the process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is called fermentation. Yes, match. Bacteria, that is causing cholera, rhizobium, fixing nitrogen, lactobacillus, setting up curd, yeast, production of yeast, that is baking of bread, a protozoa causing malaria, a virus causing AIDS. So producing antibiotics is the extra. Okay. Can microorganism be seen with the naked eye? No. How can we they seen? By the help of magnifying glass or microscope. Next question, what are the major group of microorganisms? You know that bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and viruses, but viruses are not considered as the microorganisms, living animals. Name the microorganism which can fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Nitrogen fixing bacteria, Rhizobium, nostoc, blue-green algae. Okay. And it's unusefulness of microorganism in your body, 10 lines. So many causes are there. Write a short paragraph on harmful effects of the microorganisms, different types of disease, all these things. What are antibiotics that prevent the growth of the bacteria? What precaution must be taken? That is present in your book in a box. What precaution must be taken in the red box? This is the answer. Okay. So we have completed our syllabus, but no need to read the long question very carefully. Read the short type of question very carefully, and if you have any question, any doubt, you can ask me in e-portal also. Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone. So give me your attendance, everyone. Audrey. Next Oishi. Anisha. Orindam. Brishti. Chandranath. Harshita. Kamal. Moitreo. Nana. Nikita. Indrila. Ritesh. Roshni. Shikant Ram. Sneha Goswami. Sujit Dash. Trijit Roy. Ravi Kamal Prasad. Okay. Thank you everyone. Bye everyone.